The college football experience, Troy Trojans 2025 season preview episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code TCESGPN. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
This is Mike Leach, head football coach at Mississippi State, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Welcome to the college football experience, Troy Trojan Men 2025 season preview episode. Oh boy, we are at welcome. We are at the final stages of the college football preview series, and what better team to talk than Troy Trojan? You deserve to be earlier, but shit, sometimes that's just the way life works, you know. But excited to talk Trojan, football because, well, over the years, even before, I had like a good friend growing up, who was a big Alabama Crimson Tide fan, and his pops was a Trojan himself. So back then they were in the FCS, but I've watched far too many. I did not actually. I needed to watch more, but I watched a shit ton of the Larry Blakeney era there in the 90s when they were kicking ass in the FCS. So it's been fun to watch this program come up, man, and come up and been a force. Remember them? Shit, they have had 5 double-digit win seasons in the past 9 seasons. I repeat, 5 double-digit win seasons since 2016. Pretty damn impressive. Yeah, this program's rolling. Let's go. I mean, it's a bit transitional stage right now, and you gotta hope that Gerard Parker, who's entering year 2, is not Chip Lindsey 2.0. But let's get to it. You're probably wondering who the hell you're listening to. My name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
He's the kind of guy that would drink a gallon of gasoline so he could piss in your campfire. You could drop this guy off at the Arctic Circle wearing a pair of bikini underwear without his toothbrush, and tomorrow afternoon he's going to show up at your poolside with $1 million smile and a fistful of pesos.
Love me some Troy football. I honestly like. This is one that I like. I root for. You know what I mean? I feel like maybe it's watching those FCS games as a child. We got the Battle of the Belt rivalry with South Alabama. I'm just saying. I know Fluff Bothwell and Have You Driven a Gio Lopez lately were with South Alabama last year. That was a fun team, but I think I align with the Trojan men a little bit more. I am joined by my co-host. He is the host of the College Basketball Experience. We talk every single college basketball game for the entire season for every team, just like we do for FBS and FCS football. Give it up for former staffer at Austin Peay with the Governors, South Carolina with the Gamecocks, and West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Moneyline Mac. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Yeah, maybe I have a bone to pick with this program just because you guys have been so successful that you gave us your former coach, and he had the worst era in West Virginia football. Shout out Neil Brown. I like Neil Brown, but I got a little bit of bone to pick with you Trojans. Let's go.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
Yeah, Neil's already taken strays right from the start. I'll tell you this: West Virginia got a bunch of money right after he left.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sure Neil Brown. Who was saying that before? Mac Brown was saying. Another Brown, Mac Brown was saying that. Remember, right when they hired Belichick, they lowered the grade point average, and then they got like $25 million donation for their NIL collective. And you're just like, Mac was on some radio show. Well, it would have been nice to have that. I don't know that I would have been fired had you lowered the grade point average and gave me that much money.
And Neil's
fair point.
Neil's like, man, I wish I didn't have to open up with Penn State. I wish I could get Bob Morris as my opener.
Yeah, I mean, there's a great point. Great point, folks. It's that's life, right? Timing is a huge factor in life, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we're getting through these previews, man. We got Middle Tennessee coming up next, and don't forget our FCS preview and picks at like 5 p.m. Obviously, 6 o'clock. We got Tarleton State taking on Army. We got Lenore Rhine at West Florida. That's a really good game going on, and yeah, I will plug that. And then a slew of other great games all throughout the day. So obviously Auburn, Baylor, Colorado, Georgia Tech, App State, Charlotte. It's back, baby. It's football season. It's better than ever. But this is about the Troy Trojans right here. And let's talk about Coach, because he's 4-14 as a head coach, Gerard Parker. Remember, he was the interim at Purdue for like 6 games and went 0-6. What'd you make of the year last year? Like, first off, the hire was a little bit out of left field for me. I know he had connections to Troy because he was there.
Neil.
Didn't? Yeah. Was he there with Neil? I'm looking at his resume right now. I guess he's not. Why did I think he was? He was at West Virginia with Neil.
Yeah,
he was at West Virginia with Neil.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that then maybe he referenced them, but
He played.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it coming, man.
Yeah.
I really didn't see that hire coming because I didn't think Notre Dame's offense with his 1 year as the OC, I didn't think it was that good. So I was a bit surprised that land. It was in the similar vein with Tim Beck when he was at NC State and Coastal Carolina hired him. I was like, okay, it doesn't mean you're a bad coach. Yeah. So I don't know. Now, and another thing that's weird that I'm weary of, Mac, was he was hired at East Carolina in 2017 to become the wide receivers coach. Now, it never happened because he got a DUI within like 9 days of being hired. But that means he was going to work under Scotty Montgomery.
No.
So I am very, very weary. Talk about a blessing in disguise. That's the best DUI you've had in your life.
I was going to say, forget the DUI. The fact that you were going to work for Montgomery is the issue.
Oh, what? Well, I guarantee you this: you wouldn't be the sitting head coach of Troy if you worked with Scotty Montgomery that year. Oh man, where you at with Coach Parker though, man?
Yeah, so I mean that was a blessing because then he got to go work for Cutcliffe over at Duke. So, and then it ultimately ended up at West Virginia with Neil, and then over at Notre Dame with Franklin. So he's worked for some good coaches. The connection to Neil goes all the way back to Kentucky. He played at Kentucky just like Neil did. They kind of came out of the gates struggling. I mean, they started the year 1-7. If you're a Troy fan, though, you look at the final 4 games. They did win 3 out of their final 4 coming down the stretch. So a little bit of momentum, I guess, headed into year 2. First-year head coach playing his best ball in November.
Yeah, I mean, it's the problem is like they don't have 4-win seasons that often here. It
wasn't a good year, but I'm trying to be glass half full.
Yeah, that was Neil's first year. He was 4-8, and then he went 10-3, and then he never looked back. But they've only had like 3 4-win seasons since entering the FBS, which is pretty crazy, or worse. I'm saying, yeah. And shout out to the chat. You guys doing a pregame show tomorrow, of course, and never graduate. FCS shows at 5:00 tonight. Yes. He's already talking about New Haven. No, but we're going to be talking about the FCS show tonight at 5 will be regarding the Saturday lines. We might key in a little bit of the stuff. I guess we could, but we already did that on Monday's show. So go check that stuff. Look, Gerard Parker is bringing back offense coordinator Sean Reagan. Nothing. This is the type of Reaganomics I like. Scoring offense, 82nd. Well, I mean, I don't like those numbers, but I'd rather talk football than politics. 82nd in scoring offense, 83rd in pass offense, 75th in rush offense, charting at the 87th best offense in America. Mac, they return Peyton Higgins at the wide receiver spot, also Elijah Prather and Eli Russ at the and Matt Henry. Those are 3 offensive linemen, and Higgins at the receiver spot. Also, Scott Taylor Renfro is the kicker. Now, I do love the fact that their quarterback is your boy, Goose Crowder. We might remember him from West Virginia and Neil Brown.
Yes.
I mean, that type of name. I want to root. It's like Hoss Henne. Yes. I want to root for Hoss Henne. I want to root for Goose Crowder. I want to root for General Booty. Right. And they also got Trey Cooley. Well, I guess I should hit on that. But they went out in the portal and they brought in Uwe Ali from Houston, the quarterback there. Also, running back Dennis Palmer from Bethune-Cookman. Trey Cooley from Georgia Tech, which I think could be a good get. How about getting Ra Thomas from Georgia? I know they blamed last season Carson Beck. I had Ra Thomas starting for me. I look, I think Ra Thomas. Remember, he was at Mississippi State before, and I thought he was pretty good. So that's a really good get in my mind. Trey Taylor coming in from Coastal Carolina. Christian Tate from Delaware State. Those are wideouts. Tight end Malik Ellis from Mississippi State as well coming in. And on the O-line, Patrick Screws from Georgia Tech, Garner Lango from App State, and Vyson Lang from Tennessee. Will the offense be better than 87th, Mac?
I think so. Just because last year they played 3 different quarterbacks, they couldn't really find an identity. So I think this year, another year in the system with Sean Reagan, that I think they will take a step.
Yeah, and I tend to think so too. I think it's just natural when you start to understand what they want more. But I do want to key in on. I believe there was I'm thinking, is it Crowder that was injured? I thought they had a camp injury that was pretty substantial.
They've had a bunch of camp injuries.
Yeah. I should have looked at that before. It just dawned on me right now. So pay attention to that. I thought they had a bunch of injuries, so something to pay attention to. But I do think the offense will be better. Defensively, they have Dante Wright there as the DC. 93rd in scoring defense, 71st in pass defense, 59th in rush defense, charting at the 62nd best defense in America last season. And they returned 4. Only 1 on the D line in Luis Medina. Linebackers Jordan Stringer and Devin Lafayette, and safety Justin Powell. They go out to the portal and they bring in Elijah Davis from South Carolina at the DN spot, Talik Robbins at the D-line spot from Houston. And after that, they just went for secondary guys. Kaleno Levine from Missouri State, who's new to the FBS this year. Jaquez White from Washburn. Those are 2 corners and 2 safeties in David Daniel Sisavon from Georgia, and Steven Sanella. How do you Sanny Nola? Niola from Vanderbilt. This is the best part of the show. I have a lot of fun with this. Look, Sanny Nola.
Well, I don't get the brain man cold, but they're counting down 7-6-5.
Yeah, he's on the team. Mac, will the defense be better than 62nd? I'm telling you that, man. There was a bunch of. I thought I could have swore there was a major injury to like one of their better players, but I'm not finding it yet.
That was the rumor, but like I'm seeing the reports that they're actually pretty healthy headed into the opener. So maybe it was a little more rumors, but that they did have a couple guys hit the portal late. I know that, and kind of that spring window. But maybe they're more healthy than I had read originally a month ago. I think they'll be more of the same, middle of the pack.
Yeah. I'm going to say a little bit of regression just because I think this year's schedule is a little harder. Well, I guess it's two ways to look at it. I think the West is worse, and they're in the West. But I don't know. It's the non-con's not kind.
No, it's not.
Let's get to it. But before we do that, I want to let you know that the college football experience, Troy Trojan Styles, brought to you by MyBookie.ag. Yes, look, MyBookie is your place to bet on football. All types of football. I mean, I bet the hell out of the CFL all summer. But obviously, we load up in college football. They got NFL, of course. Come on, you can get first touchdowns, over, unders, everything. MyBookie's also got a $100,000 NFL Super Contest going on. Only a $15 entry, and they're offering buy two entries, get one free. And MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations, even outside of the states. You can easily deposit, get lightning fast payouts using crypto. So head on over to MyBookie.ag, and when you do, use our promo code TCESGPN for a 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers there. That's MyBookie.ag, promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Yes, college football is back and better than ever on Rhythm. Last year to start the season, Rhythm was 16-4 ATS, up 11.6 units. That's impressive. They also have college football. I mean, besides college football, they have NFL, MLB, WNBA, and golf. And look, Rhythm has introduced a leaderboard with weekly cash prizes just for tracking your bets in the app. Track 5 bets of the same type from any model and that you build, and you could win $1,000. I like App State tonight against Charlotte, even though everyone's telling me the line. I have like 30 messages on the Charlotte line movement, meaning we got to hammer Charlotte. Oh, I can't because, I mean, I guess theoretically I could. But I've already placed a large wager on App State.
Yeah.
Look, it happened with USF. It also happened with Stanford. All right. So, Stanford didn't win. But yeah, there's a little bit of that going on. But anyway, get on over to the Rhythm and get your free 7-day trial period today. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right, we're going to go game by game on this schedule and talk about year 2 with Gerard Parker, but we also talk state of the program, and this is a program that has won a lot in the past 40 years. And they have a good fan base, I think, man. And then when you add on top of that stadium, Mac, I love this stadium. This outside of the Sun Belt, I'm sorry, that's outside of the Sun Bowl. I can't talk. This is one of my favorite Group of 5 stadiums. If you have not seen this thing, and I love H.A. Chapman we just did the Tulsa preview. That's like a top 10 like Group of 5 stadium to me. This one is fucking awesome though, dude. This is like they've kept it up. They've watered the garden. The shit is looking good, man. And considering it's a 75-year-old stadium, I think this is a fucking beautiful. It reminds me of like the baseball stadiums like Camden Yards or the Padres one down there in San Diego. That's what it used to be. Now, obviously, they built this thing up, but I think this thing is fucking fire, man. This is a gorgeous fucking, and it's got personality. Like, if I see a pass just on TV or a photo, I can tell because you see that backdrop and you're like, oh, they're at fucking Troy Stadium. Yep. Very impressed by this stadium, and get yourself out to a Troy Trojan game. It ain't all Crimson Tide Auburn shit. All right, those stadiums are great too, but man, I think this one is fucking really hard to top, dude. What do you give this thing?
I'm going to give it a 9. I like the size of it. I just like the history of it too. It's a nice stadium. It looks clean, man. What is this
personality,
thing?
Man? Yeah.
It's 30. I mean, it's my magic 30,000. I'm telling you, 30,000 is the perfect G5 size stadium. That's just a nice looking stadium. Not too big. I've been to Troy, Alabama. We played there in basketball one year, so a lot of good people down there.
Yeah. Man, that's fucking stadium's awesome. That has to do with state of the program, but overall, state of the program, maybe I'm being a little harsh, but they hadn't had a 4-win season in 10 years. So,
yeah.
And I just thought the hire was a little out of left field to me personally. I'm not saying, look, maybe he's a good coach and I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know, but I know I'm an idiot, but my point is, like, I don't know that he was in the same vein as Tim Beck. Like, I don't know, like, if you have that, your offense wasn't fire. Like, were you even qualified to just saying there might have been some better opportunities out there, but I'm giving it a 5. How about you?
I'll go 6. I think that they're going to be all right. I am a little worried about the Parker hire, but I'm not going to jump ship just after 1 year.
Yeah. Well, let's see if you jump ship when they play week 1, because the Nazis of Nichols are coming in to Veteran Stadium. And that's another thing about the stadium. They keep it Veteran Stadium. Shout out to all of our veterans. They don't sell out for that corporate bullshit. I'm a bit terrified of this game. The Nichols looked awesome last week.
They did.
I'll take Troy, but let me tell you something. Incarnate Word was probably better than Troy last year, and Nichols just beat them week 1. 1-0 Troy, but make sure your shit is together for this one. How about you, man? What are you doing here?
Facts. Yeah, I mean, they are a 20-point favorite, but I mean, it seems like a lot. I'll go Troy 1-0.
Yeah. Then week 2.
Oh,
A trip to Death Valley. They almost beat Clemson the year of Deshaun Watson. They had a lead in the fourth quarter, if memory serves me correct, when they won the Natty.
Neil won at Death Valley. He won at
the other one, right? Yeah, and he almost They've had a good track record in Death Valleys. 1-1, right?
Yeah, 1-1. They're not winning this game.
Well, then the Memphis Tigers come to town.
Why do I think they can get them?
Memphis is replacing a lot, but based off what I saw last year from Troy, I just can't get there. I know they're replacing a lot, but I mean, you look at their wins last year. They did beat Georgia Southern. That was a random win. The rest were not against good teams.
That kept them out of the championship game.
I got to take Memphis, but I can see your point.
Love the spot. I'll be on Troy in the points, maybe even the money line. Troy pulls the upset. Memphis back road spot, and they got Arkansas on deck.
But Troy's also off of Clemson.
True. It's more I'm just fading Silverfish. It's too inconsistent for me.
Silverchild, yeah, he's all over the place. I could see it, but I'm saying 1 and 2, and then a trip to Buffalo. I don't think they're gonna win this, but you never know. I think I gotta favor Buffalo, but I feel like this could be a 1-score game, right?
It could be. Buffalo offensively did not look good last night, but they were playing Minnesota.
Top 20 defense last year.
Yeah, give me the Bulls. 2-2 for Troy.
I got them at 1 and 3, but it's possible they get this one here. Then bye week. Shout out to DeMarcus Ware, former Troy Trojan men. They come out of the bye week, and you got the Battle of the Belt. South Alabama at Troy. All right. I'll give you a second win. I don't feel good about it because I feel like South Alabama is a little better coached. But it's at Veteran Stadium. Give me a second win by now. How about you?
I'll take a win here. Revenge from last year. 3-2 for Troy. I think this roster is better than they were last year.
Yeah, and South Alabama obviously got kind of depleted in the portal. They come out of that and they head to San Marcos. This loss. I feel pretty good about this being a loss.
Yeah,
I will say this though: Texas State does lose randomly to teams they shouldn't.
100%.
But this puts me at 2 and 4.
Yeah,
you're at 3 and
3.
3, yeah. Then you come out of this and you head to Monroe, Louisiana. ULM looked all right last night. Did ULM beat them last year?
Yes, they beat them 13-9.
I'll give it
At fucking Troy, too.
I'm going to give this one to Troy. Revenge. I don't feel amazing about it, but
I took Monroe on the preview last night, so I'll stay with another loss, 3-4.
what did I do on that preview? Did I take ULM?
It's the problem with these fucking previews.
I'll say Troy. Then you come home to take on the Raging Cajuns. If I'm going to give you ULM, I'm not giving you both. So loss.
I got him winning this game. I got him pulling the upset here at home.
So you have him at 4 wins then. Yeah, I got him at 3. Then Arkansas State comes to town. I will give you this. Give me a 4th win right here.
Yep. Yeah, we love to fade Butch on the road. So yeah, 5-4, baby.
4-5 for me. Then you get another bye week. Come out of the bye week and Old Dominion in Norfolk, and I have this as a loss, so I have them at 4-6.
I do too. I have them at 5-5. I have it as a loss on a Thursday night in Norfolk.
Yeah, it's even worse. All right, we'll get to the final 2 games, but before we do that, I want to let you know that the Troy Trojan season preview is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long, giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million of first place. There's no waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best ball is the best way to play fantasy football, folks. Underdog is also a great place to play pick'em, where you can win up to 500 times the amount of money you enter. So what are you doing? And check out Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5, get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Circle Maids and Circus Survivor, the world's greatest sports book. Circle Las Vegas, we were just there 5 days ago, is hosting the world's biggest pro football contest. Circle Maids, Circus Survivor, and Circle Grandissimo, with over $21 million in guaranteed prizes. Sign up in Nevada, play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com. Use our promo code SGP to get $50 off those proxy fees. Contest close on Saturday, September 6th. So you want to get in now. All right, we are back. Dom is saying Corey Rucker, Arkansas State star wideout's gonna cook Troy. There we go. Yeah, I got him 4-6 right now. You got him 5-5, correct?
Correct.
Then Georgia State and Del McGee are coming to town. This is not in Norfolk, Virginia. This is in Troy, Alabama. I have this as a loss.
Oh, you got it as a loss? I got Troy winning this game to punch a bowl ticket, 6-6 or 6-5. Well,
I think Georgia State's roster is more talented personally. So I got them 5-6. And then they end the season at the Rock, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, taking on Southern Miss. So yeah, I got them 5-7, man.
His seat's gonna be hot if they're 5-7. His seat I think is gonna be a little warm in year 3 if they're 6-6, and I got him at 6-6.
Yeah, the win total is 5.5, so I am on the under. I don't feel very good about this one though, because I can see a path. I can see a path for 6, but I'll tell you this: they lose to Nichols on Saturday. That's good. That will change everything.
That seat will be warm already if they lose to Nichols.
Plus 1,400 to win the Sun Belt, plus 5,000 to make the college football playoffs. What is the best case scenario for the Trojan men? They get Nichols, they get Memphis, they get Buffalo. Is there a way? Is there a path to being 3-1?
I think so. I think 9-3 is best case.
And then worst case scenario, what if they're 1-3? What if they're 1-4? Because that's a rivalry. What if they're 1-5? That's very likely actually. That could really happen.
3-9 is probably worst case.
Yeah. But if you start at 1-5, are they considering something?
I think he'll get a third year.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun to watch. Can't wait for that Nichols game. Max on the over. I'm on the under. I'm not locking this thing. You're not. Are you locking this? No.
The Fun Belts. Those ones are hard to lock, and outside of Southern Miss.
All right, folks, we got Middle Tennessee State, the Blue Raiders, coming up next in about 10 minutes. So stick around, triple header going, and then don't forget the FCS show at 5 o'clock and the reaction show late night, man. College football all day. Enjoy the slideshow on the way out of here. Love Veteran Stadium down there. Got to get to a game, and I hope Troy gets back rolling again. Till next time, this is the College Football Experience, Troy Trojan style. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. They say the Lord watches over my sins, over my head, watching hair as it thins. Over the ledge, it ain't letting me in. There's still regiments and relevance to letting me win. Win, lose or draw. You ain't prepared unless you all ready to lose it all. Losing a brawl? Yeah, that's a Friday day. Good friends know my Nina Hideaway. They came and went, but the riders stay. So it's like I won the lottery and can't be found. Until I resurface with the latest purchase. 33 and a third and 45 circles. You ain't got that shit. And I ain't 45 king. But on the beats, I've been doing my thing. I start the program and the doorbell ring. I gotta leave town to a place I can't be found. My celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. American dreams, lessons, and still they work. I guess the sand on the beach still was really dirt. Now I'm going home, flying over Rome at 30,000 feet. Like, damn, is that really Earth? I see the killers work on walls, familiar turf. Got a little school in graph, 101 was first. Got a little school in math, didn't really work. But put the numbers on the block and I make them hurt. Any block is my stomping ground where my people lay low so they can't be found. They don't wanna be, ain't from the crew.